Have you ever stopped to think about like the elegance of really complex things? You know what I mean? It's like
Ugh.
today we're going deep into one of those elegantly complex things, protein folding and how AI is starting to like crack the code in ways we never even imagined.
Yeah, it really is amazing when you think about it. It's like you can imagine proteins like these tiny little machines, right? And they're running everything in our bodies, like building tissues, fighting infections, the whole nine yards.
Wow.
But get this, their function is all about shape. It's about how these long chains of amino acids fold up into really precise 3D structures.
Okay, so it's like origami where one fold off and the whole thing's messed up.
Exactly.
And scientists have been trying to predict these folds like forever, right?
Yep, for decades, it's been a huge, huge bottleneck in biology.
Wow.
Traditional methods so slow, expensive, it can take years to figure out just one protein.
No kidding. So then AlphaFold enters the scene.
Right.
This AI that's like it's like the rock star of the protein world.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it.
Oh, it's a total game changer, no doubt. AlphaFold uses deep learning. It crunches through these massive data sets of protein structures and sequences to, like, you know what it does. It predicts how a protein will fold, and
Yeah.
it does it with amazing accuracy
Wow.
and speed. I mean, what used to take years, it can do in hours.
Seriously. That's amazing. But why was figuring this all out, this protein folding thing, why was it such a big deal to begin with? I mean, I get that it's complex, but so what?
Well, think about it this way. Think about diseases, right?
Hmm.
Like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, they're linked to misfolded proteins.
Mm-mm.
These things are going haywire in our cells. So if we can understand them, even predict these misfoldings,
Yeah.
it opens up so many possibilities. New drugs, new therapies, you name it.
So AlphaFold isn't just this like cool science project in a lab somewhere. It's actually giving us a whole new way to fight off diseases.
Yes.
Wow.
That's huge.
It really is. And it gets even more interesting. AlphaFold isn't just about understanding proteins that already exist, it's giving us clues on how to design new ones, completely new proteins. Wait, hold on. Designing proteins? Like from scratch. Is that even possible?
It really is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. We're talking about generative AI here.
Generative AI. So like the same tech behind all those AI art generators.
Exactly.
Okay.
But instead of spitting out crazy images, we're talking about getting protein blueprints.
So instead of like painting on a canvas, we're writing code that tells AI how to build these intricate little molecules.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So researchers are using these algorithms, right? Sometimes they're called GANs or transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me to explain all that right now.
Yeah, maybe not.
But basically, they learn all the patterns and rules of protein structure,
Right.
and then they give the AI these prompts, like design goals, for the kind of protein they want.
So if a scientist needs a protein to, I don't know, break down a specific toxin or something, they could basically just be like, hey, AI, make me this.
Yeah, like order up.
Order up. Here's my protein.
Exactly. And, there's this researcher, David Baker, doing some seriously cool stuff with this.
Mm.
His team used generative AI to create a protein. And get this, it neutralizes a super dangerous toxin from anthrax.
Whoa, anthrax. That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real.
Oh, it's real. And honestly, we're just scratching the surface of what's possible here.
So what else could we do with this?
I mean, imagine the potential. We could develop these hyper-targeted drugs or even create entirely new materials inspired by nature. Who knows?
It's incredible. But it's not just proteins, right? We've also got AI getting involved in gene editing.
Oh, yeah.
So we're talking about going from proteins, the building blocks of life, to DNA, like the blueprint itself.
And it's moving crazy fast. There's this company, Profluent, and they're using AI to design new and improved CRISPR tools.
CRISPR, that's the revolutionary gene editing tool, right? Everyone's talking about CRISPR.
Yep, that's the one.
So are they like sharpening the scissors? Is that what they're doing? Making CRISPR even more precise?
More like giving them a whole navigation system. Profluent's AI is going through tons of genetic data,
Yeah.
trying to find the absolute best targets for these gene editors. Makes them incredibly specific.
Okay, so that's super impressive, but this level of precision with gene editing, I don't know, it feels kind of, I don't know, like walking a tightrope, What does this mean for, like, actually treating diseases?
Well, this is how personalized medicine actually becomes a reality, right?
Right.
Imagine you can target the root cause of a disease, the genetic cause, like cystic fibrosis or certain cancers, with unbelievable accuracy.
So no more like, here's a pill that works for everyone. We're talking treatments that are designed just for you, for your DNA.
Bingo. And it gets even bigger than that.
Bigger.
Wow, this tech could help us understand and maybe even prevent genetic diseases
Mm.
before they even happen.
Wow. It's crazy to think how far we've come. We started with trying to figure out how just one protein folds, and now we're talking about AI helping us rewrite the blueprint of life.
It really is something. And it shows you the power of humans, right?
Yeah.
Our ingenuity, plus the awesome power of AI.
Yeah.
It's unstoppable.
Mm.
And we're just getting warmed up. Speaking of which, remember DeepMind, the folks who built AlphaFold.
Yeah.
They've been busy. They just unveiled AlphaFold 3.
AlphaFold 3. Okay, what's so special about this one?
So picture this. Imagine seeing not just one protein, but like the whole web of interactions inside a living cell. And you can see it all happening in real time. That's what AlphaFold 3 is starting to map out.
So we're like zooming out and seeing this whole ecosystem inside a single cell.
Exactly.
Oh.
And that means we can finally see how these crazy complex processes actually work or how they go wrong, which is, kind of the key for understanding diseases.
This is seriously mind-blowing stuff. Today, we've gone from predicting protein structure to designing new ones and even editing the code of life itself. It's clear that AI is totally changing how we understand biology, and it's opening these incredible doors for healthcare. What a time to be alive.
Absolutely. And for everyone listening, we hope this deep dive has given you a taste of just how exciting this is, the world of AI and biology. It's exploding with possibilities. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one making the next big discovery.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.